This week on Nation's Business, we look at how fisheries has become one of the important economic sectors in Fiji, given its daily impact on the lives of all Fijians, as well as the important contribution to the country's gross domestic product, or GDP, of 2.7%, with export earnings of around 205 million Fiji dollars. For a nation that is surrounded by ocean, many Fijians depend on the resources from the sea and major rivers for their living. The fisheries sector is made up of three areas, namely aquaculture, inshore fishing, and offshore or deep sea fishing. First, we look at aquaculture, or farming of aquatic animals and plants in fresh water, such as fish, prawns, crabs, seaweed, or shellfish. Samesa and Luisa Ngoral are tilapia farmers of Vatuvula, Naita, Siri. The couple own 2 fish farms which have helped meet their family needs. While tilapia farming has made a name for itself, the aquaculture sector has developed with villagers like the Ngorals, taking the initiative in creating their own income-generating projects without any outside assistance.
Ena tombu ndurutiki nango etiko kina 5 na ika susu kena vana undolu na ura tiko kina etini na goldfish mena karuni tombu etiko kina rautani tolu bakadada na undolu na malea nango ndo volta kitiko na malea na vitu na dola ndo na kilo lebni malea ndo mbiu mai ke bakasa na voltaki roni atabatok na runa undolu na dola nange me bewa seita kina kena ilabo me soni kakana ko sabang madal tako tikina ya roni ndo botok 5 rau se 1 rau me ndo botok me roni me buketo kina bulani mata bubale.
Alvin Narayan is another tilapia farmer who has reaped the benefits of fish farming, having learnt this trade from his father.
I'm doing this business for more than 6-7 years, and it's a good farming business. Is supporting my family. From the date we harvest is from after 4 months, and we bring it here, and we sell it in Suba. Sometimes if other farmers here, so we have to sell in Asori too. I would like to thank the government and the fisheries department for supporting us with this fish farming business, and it's very useful for us for our living and for our family use.
Ando eu tenho a rua normal. E volongo na ngai pagmalek kai. Volongo na raw na sa ni suka sa ko itu boto na kai. Lim sar na ka o surawate wana nungu kotinizo. Nungu ya ni vale na mabana fridge. Nungu vani. Lim sar ka lebu rawate.
Ko sa buru ni labu lebu tu ke mami. Buru ni labu lebu tu ke mami na zakaura. Ken mandanga so bango taka bakarombu besar bakaroen ke tornai labo na bisomi ke mami ronin moni cinga kingo sasya nga bolbol teknikua moni cinga ke milai tangatari ke me bolbol tekitali saro tarnai labo so nangau na rusa nga bulan dola moni cimandanga wa ma kutungana la ko wainge.
There are 24 seaweed farms across the coastal communities in Fiji, producing a total of 272.21 tons. Deriving a total of $176,981 amongst seaweed farmers, and having export earnings of $36 million per year. Nation's Business takes you to one of the successful villages which cultivates seaweed. Mau village in the Namosi province is an example of a community that has taken a bold step in making products such as noodles, jam, juice, sauce, and sausages out of the humble seaweed. It's a community income-generating project involving everyone. Most importantly, these projects do not need expensive equipment and ingredients like making jam out of seaweed.
Endone burburin labu totolo ko ke bukanda banga takana chamungo me burburin labu chamulu.
Nation's Business looks at inshore fisheries and the benefits it brings to those that make a living from this sector. Inshore fisheries involve small-scale coastal catches and sea products such as beach demur, snapper, sanga or trevally, rabbitfish or nunga, octopus and oysters, and has the largest concentration of Fijians involved. Pita Lawaki, an experienced fisherman, makes his living from inshore fishing. He says there is a lot of opportunity in fishing provided that individuals are committed to making sacrifices.
Donestinga ke bagai lebusar na bulbuli na rencana donondolu wada kime bakla na binakan ni voltegika sa ngarabi kena stabi kena sana be kain don me sotapi na bulan na don bulan na visi karena ngarabi ni mato wale abuli yo be ke mendingan na nonda sorwa pangkarata kata tu sondo torsona la buli lebu aroni gostrangan don na investment bina karoni ronyo turun dan la buli ronyo buli bi dan mutuika ngai di pakai tumbul besar ena bibu gele besar weekend na rendren bulan ta sala ko dormu na bul tege ka raw kena na ilabu ratalan singa kena nakana na visi.
Hazrat Ali is another fisherman who says his fish business has helped him and his wife through difficult times.
I was selling fish in Langere, then the market closed. Then I applied for Suba City Council to sell fish here. Then I started in the Christmas. Then I can sell the fish in Christmas. I sell the diving fish, sometimes net fish. I buy sometimes and sell. Yeah, it's helping me. It's helping me, my wife.
I can say it's like I'm working to one company. See, we can get a week about 100, sometimes $120 like that. And that's good enough for us to look after our family. Sometimes it's less too, but we don't lose heart for doing the business. We always try hard all the time.
At least we're rolling, at least I can survive with my family, I feed my family. And then lastly, before I used to do panel beating, but I can't do much there because no money in that. But in this business, yeah, I can pay my payment, I can roll my business, I can feed my family properly.
While returns to fishermen are high, the Fisheries Department, alongside non-governmental organizations such as the Fiji Locally Managed Marine Area Network, are also monitoring the quantity of catch and the methods used. Until recently, a number of marine protected areas have been identified to ensure that fish stocks are not depleted.
Fiji, we traditionally think of tambu areas, traditional tambu areas, and of those traditional tambu areas, I'd say there's probably about 415 tambus across the country nationally. Now, many of those tambus are rolled into one collective site, as we call it. That means that they have a management plan and a management council. And so you might have a group within a takina or within a koro who manage that. And so if that's what you're looking at, we can say that there's probably about 257 of those sites. And those span something along the lines of 143 out of 385 of the Ngolingolis here in Fiji. So yes, compliance and enforcement is one aspect. I think also the rate of exploitation is another issue that's very important. I mean, if we're going to quickly harvest all of our inshore areas without really getting a handle on monitoring and evaluation, getting a count of exactly what we have in our waters, I think you're going to have a bad result. But if we can commit to really looking at M&E and counting what kinds and how much fish we have in the sea accurately, then we can make great strides towards determining what proper rates of exploitation should be.
Shalini Singh, the head of department of the Fiji National University, supports the sustainable methods that have been adopted.
Well, the government has, like I said, through the budget, it has introduced aquaculture, supplying, giving in money through the industry. The government is supporting us to stand up and take control of our resources.
Offshore or deep-sea fishing has been the dominant contributor to the nation's foreign exchange earnings and is dominated largely by tuna in terms of output and exports. It is estimated that about 42% of total catch is sold to canneries, 37% as fresh fish exports, and 21% as domestic sales. Over the past 2 decades, total fish production from offshore fisheries has been on an upward trend. The number of fishing vessels operating out of Fiji has increased through the years due to Fiji's improved infrastructure. For the past years, the average annual growth rate stood at 15% and is expected to grow in the years to come. Between the 3 resource-based sectors, agriculture, fishery, and forestry, the fisheries sector is experiencing rapid growth. Nations Business met up with the winner of the 2012 Prime Minister's Fisheries Exporter of the Year Award, Brett Haywood, who shared the importance of the offshore fisheries industry to Fiji.
We're in the offshore or deep water sector. You won't see any of our boats. They're too far out at sea, but they do operate within Fiji's exclusive economic zone. That's the area. So our Ramby 1 is offloaded this morning and brought in a hull that you've seen. That's processed through the factory, unloaded from the trucks and graded, and where it's determined for LA grade or Japan or for the domestic market. And from there the fish gets their head cut off or for the LA market or head on for Japan. Gets cleaned up and boxed up with some gel ice to help keep them cool, and they're in a box on their way to Nandi.
The fishing industry has provided full-time jobs through the development of domestic industrial tuna fleets and tuna processing plants.
Nandolan tona madawa, sangona le indosar nandrau badada nga. Kaya kung mengkarabi tigina na buli, mengkarabi ya talaga na mengkarabi bir na nunggu tokani. So gitu bi teri bi bale ra lenga mai ra ni karabi rene kina nunggu kani biokani nunggu totok. Kena sotele na ka baletra nunggu sung sokolot.
Kitu na ni tete binata ban logistik. Tundo reda na kena paso swata kina wanga. Kena kelamina wanga kitu talada naika wakirna kai wanga kena waswaswata kina wanga bertala ni ngole na wanga kitu babunto tala na kakana ambada berni ngole na wanga kitu erda me bondo kede kena waswaswata ni wanga ni berni ngole ndona wanga melengo labu no ilabu tarachike sa vador kindun vali tarandun vali tos vali na vali katala ni sa matu vali sa ndotala nugu solsol kero sa menci wata ndone.
Fisheries is becoming one of the leading sectors in Fiji's economic development, rewarding all Fijians.
Well, upon graduating from FNU, I hope to make some efforts towards growing Fiji's economy, because fisheries is a very important sector in Fiji's economy. Can get employment, can be marine biologist or fisheries officer. Fishery scientist, many opportunities. I'm very thankful to the government and the Fiji National Institute for introducing this fisheries program, because it's very in demand, because we can become marine biologists and etc.
The fishing industry has become one of the major industries and supporters of the Fiji economy. And the fresh export sector of the fishing industry has helped lead the industry or steer the industry into to second place. ahead of some other major primary industries. The fishing industry now contributes over 200 million Fiji dollars to the economy, and we expect that to grow as we further develop the processing and value adding and to our fishery products.